Hey guys, 3D Crypto here. Hope everyone's doing well. And guys, just a quick video regarding some bankroll updates and in particular some flow updates, and basically just getting into it and talking about what Bankteller discussed last night in a Telegram Ask Me Anything. So he basically went there and it all started off with a poll that Bankteller put forward, and the poll was simple. He just asked the question. He said, look, do you think the Flow 1.2 upgrade should carry on with the same teams, or should it start fresh, or kind of like how should we go ahead and deal with teams? And I think it was a 50-50 split. Some people wanted the option to go ahead and start new teams or with new uplines. Some people were happy to continue as it was, and some people had made teams and they wanted to continue. So as I said, the Telegram chat was a very informal discussion, nothing set in concrete. It was all kind of brainstorming ideas, what Bankroll Telegram is basically. It's a place to, as long as you're respectful, you don't promote other projects, you use common sense. It's a place just to come in, listen to what other people are saying, brainstorming. You never know if your ideas are good. Obviously, Bankteller will pick up on those, and the other people in the community pick up on them. So it's always a good place to come and kind of brainstorm. But yeah, so there were a few takeaway points from the AMA last night, and the main takeaway point was Flow is being upgraded to Flow 1.2. There's going to be certain additions and changes. So addition number 1, there's going to be taxes, and once you ROI, so once you return on your investment, there may be a percentage taxation that will be involved. All of this is set to be decided as of yet. There may be deposit limits, so it will stop people hyper compounding and causing inflation for Bnkrx. And also the teams were mentioned, and the big takeaway from the teams so far is that when you come into Bankroll Flow, the migration process will be Flow to Flow 1.2. So Flow, the 1.2 contract will start. It will ask a question. It will pick up your address and say this address already has an active deposit in Flow 1. Do you want to bring it over? You'll say yes, bring over the deposit. There'll be probably a deposit button, and then there'll be a buddy referral section similar to this, I'm assuming, which will say, oh, we've detected a buddy. So if you're on my team, we'll say, all right, this buddy has been detected. You're happy to continue as you are. You just press accept or update, and you just carry on Flow 1.2. Obviously, the option is there. If you want to change team leads, or if you want to go on a different upline, you can do that. But I think 99% of people are happy with where they are, so they will probably just carry on as they are, because the main thing is Flow is designed to be a game for everyone to get into, whether you're a small player or a large player, you're a minnow or a whale. You can work by yourself, or you can work in a team. End of the day, you are promised 1%, 365% return, so the rules aren't different. If you have a bigger team, it just means you can ROI that little bit quicker, but the rate of ROI increases, but the amount of ROI stays the same. So that's kind of what Flow is going to do. These changes are all implemented solely to increase the longevity and the sustainability of the Bnkrx price, because Flow will always pay out 1% a day, dependent on where your ROI is. So if you ROI'd, you will still get paid 1%, but there will be taxation involved. Again, these things aren't set in concrete. They are still to be kind of set, and Telegram and Twitter and Discord are the places to be where this information will be divulged in a more concrete fashion. Another takeaway from the AMA last night was Stronghold. Stronghold will no longer be getting the 5% drip from Flow once Flow 1.2 is is active. So a lot of people are now getting out of the Stronghold contract. It's up to you. Bankteller hasn't said get out of Stronghold or sell your Bnkrx in so many words. He says, look, if you want to sell it, if you keep asking questions about Stronghold and Banker, then you might as well sell, because at the moment there is nothing planned in the near future, but things can change. So it's basically down to you guys. If you want to hold on to your Stronghold and hold on to your bank, and you can afford to, and you're happy with your Flow position, then do so. But if you feel that, you know what, that money could be put, or that crypto could be put to better use in Flow and in Bnkrx, go ahead and do that. Talking of surplus money and surplus funds, Bankteller also mentioned that Polkadot is part of Bankroll's future plans. So his big play right now is Polkastarter. So he's saying just pick up some cheap Polkastarter. So Polkastarter, you can go on CoinMarketCap and type in the POLS, and there you go. That's Polkastarter, $1.43. Polkastarter is all based about it's a new token which is designed to kind of raise capital for projects. It basically decentralizes the way capital is raised for ideas at different pools. So at the moment, we're not focusing on any pools. We're just focusing on getting a polls bag, a Polkastarter bag. So if you've got some spare crypto that you don't want to put into Flow or into anything else, and you want to kind of use it in something else, well then pick up some Polkastarter. You just go over to, it runs on the Ethereum blockchain, so head over to Uniswap. For example, you've got one Ethereum that you want to put to work somewhere else, put in your one Ethereum, you get 974 Polkastarter. Just bear in mind that if you want to jump into some of these pools, do your own research, but you will need a minimum of 3,000 Polkastarter, which is currently roughly around about 3.5 Ethereum. Nope, just over 3 Ethereum will get you 3,000 Polkastarter. It is on a pullback at the moment. The price is lower at the moment, so it might be a good time to load up. But again, the Telegram is designed for that. The Telegram is designed for just thinking out loud and talking about certain ideas. So yeah, if you guys want to diversify your portfolio, Bankteller has mentioned in his Patreon before the balance of pools. He has mentioned other things as well about how he's diversifying. So if you haven't joined up to the Patreon, it's a good thing to kind of get into, because you'll get ideas, basically follow BT's plays out on a smaller scale if you haven't got a large enough bag. And yeah, so the balance of pools, the Polkastarter, polls in general, yeah, this is basically what you can do to diversify and use that money that you've made or crypto that you've made in other projects and diversify out the Tron blockchain. That's the way to do it. So guys, the main takeaway points is Bankroll Flow is being updated for the better, for the longevity of Bnkrx price. Flow teams will carry on per normal, but you will get the option to change teams if you so desire. But if you're happy with Flow and happy the way it's running, and you're happy with the implementation of changes which will increase longevity by introducing taxation for those that have returned on their initial deposits, then yeah, you can just be, once it comes into play, which is going to be probably in the next couple of weeks, you will probably get a message on Telegram, Discord and Twitter saying, oh, Flow version 1.2 is now ready, here are the changes. You go and head over to the contract address, you press enter, you'll get to a UI like Flow, and there'll be a way to just merge everything over, and then once that's done, you carry on as normal. So guys, if you're rolling and you're hyper compounding, then just ignore everything that I've just spoken about and just carry on rolling, carry on building your teams, because it doesn't affect you. But for the longevity of the project, these steps had to be taken. So guys, that's briefly what happened last night. I know there's a lot of questions people might have. Best way to get those questions answered is go on the Telegram, read through some previous messages, read all the pinned messages, and then if you still got questions, go ahead and ask a few questions. Guys, if you've got any questions for myself personally, please do leave them down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up on this video and all my previous videos. And guys, as I always say, you work hard for your crypto, make that crypto work hard for you. Until my next video, take care.